So, Justin Bieber may have just crossed a line that nobody saw coming. While the rest of the world was celebrating Selena Gomez's beautiful new chapter with Benny Blanco, someone else apparently couldn't resist inserting himself into the narrative. And yes, we're talking about her ex. The rumors swirling around what Justin allegedly did after Selena's wedding have the internet in absolute shambles, and honestly, I understand why. Because if these whispers are true, this isn't just messy. It's a whole different level of "what were you thinking?" Before we dive deep into this situation, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down all the celebrity drama you need to know about, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's get into it. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco recently tied the knot in what sources described as an intimate, perfect evening curated just for themselves and their closest friends and family. It was supposed to be their moment, a celebration of finding each other after Selena spent 5 years mostly single, focusing on herself, her career, and her healing. And honestly, good for her. After everything she's been through publicly and privately, seeing her happy with someone who genuinely seems to adore her felt like a win we could all celebrate. But then, as it always does in Hollywood, the drama found its way back to the surface. A blind item started making the rounds online, and it sent shockwaves through fan communities and gossip circles alike. The blind item alleged that a certain North of the Border singer, which everyone immediately connected to Justin Bieber, had done something that publicly disrespected his wife, Hailey. And not just that. The item suggested that Justin was still pining for his ex and had allegedly sent a wedding gift to Selena Gomez after her marriage to Benny Blanco. Now, let's pause here for a second. Blind items are tricky. They're unverified, often intentionally vague, and sometimes completely fabricated. But they also tend to spark from somewhere, and when it comes to Justin, Selena, and the complicated history they share, people pay attention. Because let's be real, this isn't just any ex-relationship. This is one of the most documented, dissected, and emotionally charged celebrity relationships of the last decade. Selena, as fans called them, wasn't just a couple. They were a cultural moment. So when whispers started circulating that Justin might have sent Selena a wedding gift, the reaction was immediate. Fans were confused, some were angry, others were heartbroken for Hailey, and a few were even speculating about what this could possibly mean. What do you even gift someone like Selena Gomez at this point in her life? She's a multi-millionaire. She has her own beauty empire, a successful acting career, chart-topping music, and now a husband who clearly adores her. What could Justin possibly offer that would mean anything? That's where things get interesting and honestly a little sad. Because if he did send something, it's not about the material value. It's about the message. It's about not being able to let go. It's about still needing to be present in some way, even when you have no place there anymore. And that's the part that makes people uncomfortable, especially when you're married to someone else who deserves your full attention and respect. Let's add some context here. Around the same time as Selena's wedding, Justin posted a photo of himself and Hailey in Costa Rica. Seems innocent enough, right? A married couple on vacation. But the song he chose to accompany that post raised eyebrows. The lyrics included lines about seeing a wedding of the year, someone standing up there wiping tears. Fans immediately connected the dots. Was this a reference to Selena's wedding? Was Justin making some kind of cryptic statement about watching his ex move on? The timing felt too coincidental to ignore. And it doesn't stop there. About a month before all of this, Justin was on a Twitch live stream performing unreleased songs that were supposed to be part of an old project. One of the tracks was allegedly titled something along the lines of being in a relationship with someone who isn't the person he truly wants. During the stream, he's singing about missing a relationship from when he was 18, reminiscing about those early days. Fans who were watching started speculating wildly. Some even claimed they heard him whisper Selena's name at one point, though that part is heavily debated and unclear. Now, here's where we need to be honest about what's happening. Justin Bieber has been with Hailey for years now. They got married, they've built a life together, and by all public accounts, they're committed to each other. But there's this pattern that keeps emerging, these little moments that make people wonder if he's ever fully moved on from Selena. And that's not fair to anyone involved. It's not fair to Hailey, who deserves a husband who's fully present. It's not fair to Selena, who's clearly moved on and found happiness elsewhere. And honestly, it's not fair to Justin either, because if he's still holding on to something from the past, he's not allowing himself to fully embrace what he is now. The idea that he would send a wedding gift to his ex while married to someone else is the kind of thing that makes you stop and think, what is really going on here? Is this a harmless gesture from someone who genuinely wishes her well? Or is it something deeper, something that suggests unresolved feelings and an inability to truly close that chapter? Because let's be clear, you don't send your ex-girlfriend a wedding gift unless there's still some kind of emotional thread connecting you to that person. Especially not when that ex is someone you had such a public, intense, and ultimately painful relationship with. And then there's Hailey in all of this. Imagine being in her position. You're married to someone who the world constantly compares you to his ex. Every move you make, every photo you post, every interview you give, people are analyzing it through the lens of Selena. That has to be exhausting. And if the rumors are true and Justin did send Selena a gift, how does that make Hailey feel? Does she know about it? Did she approve? Or is this yet another moment where she has to put on a brave face and pretend everything is fine while the internet dissects her marriage? The blind item specifically mentioned that this was another instance of Justin publicly disrespecting his wife. The phrasing suggests this isn't the first time something like this has happened. There have been other moments, other situations where Justin's actions have raised questions about how he navigates his past relationship with Selena while being married to Hailey. And at a certain point, you have to wonder if he's doing enough to protect his wife from unnecessary pain and speculation. Now, some people might argue that we're reading too much into this. That maybe Justin simply wanted to extend a kind gesture to someone he once cared about deeply. That it's possible to be happy for an ex and acknowledge their milestones without it meaning anything inappropriate. And sure, in theory, that's possible. But context matters. History matters. And the history between Justin and Selena is complicated, messy, and filled with very public ups and downs that affected both of them deeply. Selena herself has spoken about how difficult that relationship was for her. She's talked about feeling lost, about struggling with her mental health, about needing time to heal and rediscover who she was outside of that dynamic. She took 5 years to focus on herself before finding Benny Blanco. That's intentional. That's growth. And now she's in a place where she's genuinely happy, planning a future, talking about starting a family despite the medical challenges she faces. She doesn't need ghosts from her past showing up at her wedding, metaphorically or literally. And that's what makes this whole situation feel so unnecessary. Selena has moved on. She's found someone who by all accounts treats her well, makes her laugh, and supports her dreams. Benny Blanco seems completely smitten with her. He's talked openly about how she asked him out, how she said "I love you" first, how he was almost oblivious to the fact they were even dating initially. It's sweet. It's genuine. It's the kind of love story that feels healthy and balanced. And she deserves to enjoy that without her past being dragged into the present. So if Justin did send a gift, the question becomes, why? What was the motivation? Was it nostalgia? Was it an inability to fully let go? Was it some misguided attempt to stay connected in some small way? Or was it genuinely just a kind gesture with no deeper meaning? We may never know the real answer unless someone involved decides to address it directly, which seems unlikely given how private both Selena and Justin have tried to be about their past relationship in recent years. What we do know is that the internet is talking. Fans are divided. Some are defending Justin, saying people are making something out of nothing. Others are calling him out, saying this is disrespectful and inappropriate. And then there are those who feel for everyone involved because navigating past relationships when you're in the public eye is complicated in ways most people can't imagine. The truth is, when you're a celebrity, especially one as famous as Justin Bieber or Selena Gomez, every action is scrutinized. Every choice is analyzed. And sometimes, even the smallest gesture can spiral into a massive conversation about what it means, what it implies, and what it says about you as a person. That's the reality of living your life in the spotlight. But it's also why being thoughtful and intentional about your actions becomes so important.
Because it's not just about you.
It affects the people around you, the people you love, and the people who are trying to move forward with their own lives. At the end of the day, whether Justin sent a gift or not, the bigger picture here is about closure and respect. Respect for your current partner, respect for your ex's new relationship, and respect for yourself and the journey you're on. Because holding on to the past while trying to build a future is like driving with one foot on the gas and one on the brake. You're not going to get very far, and you're going to cause a lot of unnecessary damage along the way. Selena Gomez is married now. She's happy. She's planning for a future that includes the family she's always wanted, even if the path looks different than she originally imagined. And that deserves to be celebrated without complications from chapters that have already closed. As for Justin, wherever he is emotionally, whatever he's processing, hopefully he's doing the internal work necessary to fully show up for the life he's chosen with Hailey. Because anything less isn't fair to anyone.
So, what do you think?
Was this gift real, or just another unfounded rumor? And if it was real, does it cross a line? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.